G'day guys and girls, it's CaptainKarta and welcome back to the Sydney 1850 map here in Transport Fever. Today's episode, we're going to have a look at the changes that I have made. So if you haven't watched the last episode, there is a card up in the top right hand corner for you to go check out. The date has significantly changed. It's now 1995. It's actually about to be 1996 in about 6 days' time. Let's turn all of our little dealies back on here. And as you can see, we've still got the same old problem of a lot of people waiting, but everything's now cleared up. But the thing that should be taken into account is I've actually gone ahead and played this forward by about, new trains. Whoa. And train 30. Which is the food shuttle, which I'm aware of. We're going to change the food shuttle up very shortly because they're 50 years old, those 38s. They have been working very, very hard. I have trains waiting. Why do I have trains waiting? Because I have other trains waiting. That's okay. That's fine. Yeah, these 38s need to be changed up. Unfortunately, they're now a little behind the times. As you can see, there's now big old smoke marks down the top of them. They're getting old. These boxcars, surprisingly enough, haven't. Impressive. It's actually quite interesting. 1996, those engines are still going, and completely unrealistic. But who cares? So the changes that I've made. Let's take you down here to Bunnings here. Now Bunnings, the machine factory here is pumping out about 600 tools and about 248 machines at a time. Literally nothing in storage. But you can see now we've added in another truck yard here, and the reason for that is we're actually road freighting tools, machines. There's also construction materials going down there now as well. Down to the likes of Waverley, Randwick and Paddington. They're now all got tools, machines and construction materials going to them. Now as you can see, what we've got here now, we've changed the train up a little bit. So we've now got a train that literally runs here between the steel mill and the Bunnings outlet down here, and it solely delivers pretty much construction materials and steel. That's all it does. Shuttles it between back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. This guy is still... we need more iron ore. We need a lot more iron ore. Why? Train 11. Yeah, okay, you're the food shuttle. I know that. Why is my iron ore delivery sucking at the moment? They are delivering 19 at a time. I think we've got to change these guys up. I've also downloaded some new truck mods, and what these will enable us to do is haul massively. Oh, goody! We've got the Cascadias now. Excellent, because these things can hold 75 units at a time. I don't mind 75 units at a time. I like that quite a lot. As a matter of fact, bam! Thank you, $11 million. We're going to change all of these guys up because we need more of everything, and the more of everything that we have, the better we can deliver to everyone. And against my better judgment, I'm going to put a Swift truck on this one. If you know anything about American road transport, you know that Swift trucks have a very bad tendency of not staying on the blacktop. Not my problem. Now, these steel transfer trucks are doing the run pretty much... They're still doing the runs between... Let's have a look real quick. Go back to my steel transfer. So they're running between Paddington East and Bunnings, and that is a pretty gosh darn pointless run at the moment. So I'm actually tempted... We're actually going to get rid of the steel transfer run completely. Let's go to our line manager. And we're going to flick ourselves on down to the steel transfer. Yeah, they're making money, but they're not making enough. Goodbye. Sell all on arrival and get rid of the line as well. So that fixes us up for that. These guys are all still making... Yeah, that's good. You've now changed over. You're going to bring back a good 75 units of iron ore, and I think they just picked up production. Store 116... Yeah, this is going to get rid of it at a much higher rate. Put it this way, there's 100 odd loading out of there now. He's only going at 25. Best known only to him as to why he's doing it. Let's watch this next one real quick, because he should have loaded up with a lot more. Is there a problem with this program? Does it think 25 is all it can take? Nope. Because he just took 36. Or is it divvying it up between all the trucks? I think that's what they're trying to do. See, this one is taking a full load of 75. Interesting. Anyway, back to the cruxing matter at hand. So we've upgraded all these roads here to 100k an hour full country roads, so we can get the most out of these trucks as humanly possible. What happens is all the trucks still do their normal thing. They deliver all the lumber up to all the logs up to the sawmill up there. They then bring all the planks back to here, and then they bugger off and do their thing. Here comes the steel transfer train, and he's also bringing back some excess tools that were left off up there. They've now all shifted to here, so this guy will bring them all back for us. And this is a very cool, I think it's a GP, it's a SD50 maybe, I can't quite remember what it was, but we're also running a slug unit on that, so it looks extra cool in its Santa Fe goodness. And then he'll kick everything off. That machine factory is going to go absolutely ape. Look at it go. Storing plenty of steel. We're trying to bring in planks as fast as we can. Unfortunately, we're limited simply by trucks at the moment. We've still got a decent amount of vehicles doing that run, but they're not really performing as much as I'd like. What we've also done is I've installed a couple of mods, and I'll see if I can find the one that we're using now, which is going to be somewhere around here. There it is right there. So if I zoom right in here, you can see we've got this little loading zone just here, and hopefully I'm going to get a truck through here very shortly who's going to deliver. I think it might be this next guy coming in now. Will it be you? Okay, you have nothing on board, but you're going to work as my display piece. It is essentially a bus stop, but it's not a bus stop. It's actually a loading zone. So these trucks will pull up here in the middle of the street. You'll also got nothing, but that's okay. They'll pull up here, they'll kick off, and then they'll continue on their merry way. They'll then go back, they'll reload. Is there another one around here? Yes, there is. You've already kicked off. You're bringing one food back, that's okay. You've got 32 machines. Okay, this is going to be a good example piece. So we're going to zoom right on in here. We might even use this as a thumbnail. I think this makes an excellent thumbnail. Pulling out right outside the front of the hotel cafe. Truck drops off his load. As you can see, he's only offloaded part of his load. Maybe he's offloaded none of it, I don't know. But then they will continue around. He'll go on to Church Street, which will be the next one over here. And then he'll drop off the rest of his load, go back, reload, do the same thing again. Same thing's happening down here at Waverley, and as you can see, we're now getting massive apartment buildings, which is excellent. And you're also getting a real clear division now as to the zones. Same thing happening here. You've got these trucks just here. You've got nothing on board, so you're a really poor example. You've got one machine. Pretty sure industrial areas don't take machines, or do they take tools? No, they take tools. Pretty sure? No, they do take machines. Right, well, watch him, because he might actually kick off his one machine. Thank you, autosave. Brilliantly timed as always. Pulls up, there we go, one machine off. Done. So that's how that works, and that saves us having to demolish a whole ton of buildings in order to put in simple little cargo stations. I just noticed a little something here. Let's just quickly smooth this out while we're here. We don't like unsightly terrain. Unsightly terrain is not what we're here for. We're here for awesome looking terrain. I may not be up to the Colonel standards, but I'm not far off. I don't go to the same egregious extent. That was the metro liner beside me. Scared the crap out of me. I didn't know what the hell that was. Right. Yeah, let's just fix up this gap here. And on the other side too. I don't know why I left this long. It's been like this for, you know, like 100 years. Because why change what doesn't need to be changed? But it does need to be changed. That makes zero sense whatsoever, and I love it. Okay, so that's the changes going on here, and as you can see, we've now got an absolute metric crap ton ready for the Machines and Tools bulk train, wherever the devil's hell that is. We've changed him up too. We've got rid of that Burlington Northern unit. Matter of fact, here he comes now, and he's bringing in some food, some plastic, and some construction materials as well. That'll all get distributed, which will be wonderful. Here he goes. Big Canadian national with all of his freight on board. And that's pretty much it for the changes over there. As you can see, Redfern is now getting very ahead of itself, as is the city. You can start to see the high-rises really cropping up. And even better, all the roads now are starting to link up between Sydney Cove, Darling Harbour and Redfern. The traffic over here, we've alleviated out of Balmain. We had to put in this extra access road because simply having one road in and out of Balmain was just not happening. As you can see, not quite everyone has gotten the gist just yet. Hopefully they'll all get the gist very soon, because this traffic is killer. Even worse is, well, the trucks really don't matter because they're delivering their stuff. And Balmain is still rocketing along. Now, I don't know if I showed this in the last episode or not. I don't think I did, but we actually tried to alleviate the traffic. We've gotten rid of the tram line, completely abolished it. We've put in a ferry. Now, as you can see, these boats that I'm using are not, they're not standard watercraft, no. If you've ever been a fan of Russian boats, except for these two that seem to have run into each other, these are the, I think they're called the Rakita, and they're a hydrofoil, so which means they're extremely fast. They only carry 22 odd people, but they're quick. That's why we've got 6 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, we've got 6 of them. And they're actually using both terminals at both docks, which is excellent, which means we can actually keep all the Rakitas moving pretty much constantly. And I would hope to say that this line is actually making money. The line's making money. Unbelievable, I know. It doesn't make any sense to me either. I don't know how we're making money, but we are. Sydney Central, why have you got a... Yep, that makes total sense. Fair enough. Also changed up the big loop diesel. We've now got ourselves a whole Amtrak build going on here. So we've got our wonderful FP40s, and they are two Phase 2 FP40s with some Phase 3 superliners on the back. And I was looking for the superliners because I wanted them, and I found them. I can't believe I found superliners, and they look good too, and they're fully modelled as well, which is stunning. Out they go, and that sort of maintains this this Amtrak-y sort of feel, with the exception of this one here, which I'm pretty sure it's Pennsylvania. Or are you Penn Central? I can't remember who you are, but you're something or other. There goes one of our other Amtrak units. Here's another one of our Amtrak Metro liners. We're going Amtrak crazy here. Ooh, we've got some switches now. Excellent. Smashing. Right, what else have we changed? Let me just have a quick look around. Did I put another road route in? I'm pretty sure I did. I'm trying to remember where. Is it this one here? Yes, St. Leonard's Construction Material Delivery. So these guys are delivering construction materials directly from the construction material plant, because this place was complaining. Believe it or not, how rude, how dare they? They were complaining that they were not getting enough construction materials out. So, I've now got my wonderful, whoa, very, very, oh my good God. How old are you? 50 years old. You look very much worse for wear. Have you heard of a wash? And you're also not carrying as much as I'd like you to be carrying either. I think we're actually going to change you, and we're going to change you right now. Yeah, let's get that changed, because that looks horrible. 113. Some Denver and Rio Grandes. You're good on the horsepower front. You're a little heavy for my liking. SD40 T2s, 166. Yep, I'm happy with that. Let's go one of you, and we'll even throw in a second unit straight behind you. Yeah, let's do that. And we want... do I want to cheat and just go the universal state car? I think I do, because that's going to give us enough for everything. I'd love to have a sole... I could run 2 trains. I could run 2, or I could just run the state cars. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have no idea how many cars I'm up to now. How long is that station? 240 metres. Well, let's just add this up till we get to nearly 240. Bam. Replace it. Yes. $19 million. Out the window. Thank you very much. Keeping in mind, guys, we are making 3 figures. 200 million a year. Profit. Top that. On the Sydney 1850 map, the most thoroughly... Oh god, you're an oldie too. How old are you? 38 years old? Guys, you're also looking a little bit tired. State car's not so much, but you're still looking tired. But you're doing the job that I need you to do, which is haul fuel and plastic, and you're hauling nearly full loads as well. You haven't made a lot of money in the last couple of years, but you've been making a consistent enough profit. Now, the crux of what else we've got to do. Let's have a look. I've put in a bus line over here at Ride, and because of it, Ride has now exploded. It's doubled since I put that bus line in, which is fantastic, because that's exactly what we needed it to do. Because Ride was looking a little bit sad. Places like Ashfield are actually going perfectly fine on their own, simply by having a train station. I have done nothing else to this town, and it's expanding all on its own, which could probably mean I need to do something about it, but I'm not probably going to do it right now. St. Peter's hasn't been touched. Newtown, surprisingly, is doing well all on its own, and I haven't touched it either. There's really nothing else that I've touched. No, not really. I focus most of my efforts over here. I spent about a good 10 years just over in this section, just developing all of this to a point where it now actually makes a crap ton of money. Here we go. He's going to load up with a full load of steel with any bit of luck. Let's have a look. Yeah, he will. Full load. Beautiful. We just now need more planks. Lots more planks. Guys, can you please make more planks? That's all I'm asking you to do is more planks. How many's sitting here? There's now 80, so there's a full truckload every single time. Okay, alright, I can accept that. We're doing relatively well everywhere else, which is a good sign. So, yeah. Oh, also changed up the ferries up here. These are now also Rakitas, which will keep Manly and Balgowlah going. Again, all I've done up here is a couple of bus lines. 1,300 people, 1,500 people. Amazing. Stunning. Awesome. Now, here's the cool part. Other than the fact that there is a lot of food waiting there. And we've got to change these trains because they're starting to get a little old, but they're still making money. C38s. 51 years old, still turning a profit. New South Wales government, you know what you did wrong. Plenty there going for Darling commercial goods. The only problem is the Darling commercial goods trucks are extremely slow in getting here, because they've got the most amount of traffic they've got to deal with. I've got to change all these up too. They're only hauling 19 at a time. The thing is, they can only haul one thing at a time. Look at this building over here. 121 people living there. Unbelievable. This town has exploded. I don't know where from, but it's exploded. Which brings me on to the valid point of the size of the cities we've now got. So, if we descended in population, actually if we ascended first, you can see Ryde, Hunters Hill and Ashfield. 3 towns over on the left hand side of the map, 3 smallest. Understandable. But, have a look at this. Redfern, 3,390, might as well count that as 3,400. Sydney Cove, 3,200. So that, what does that make us? 6,600. Darling Harbour, 2,800. So that's 66, 70, 74, 84, 94, 9,400. Nearly 10,000 people living just here. And very, very shortly it will tick over 10,000 quite easily. That is phenomenal. It's not even the year 2000 yet. We haven't even unlocked everything. And that's great. I love it. But the show must go on, and the first thing we have to do is, unfortunately, the C38s have to go. They're simply too old. And they're starting to get a little bit slow as well, unfortunately. So we need to go to the food shuttle, and we need to tee up the unfortunate replacement. I think I'm going to keep the C38s till the end of the game. Yeah, I will. So that's good. Alright, so we've already got to use the Rio Grands. Don't want to use the Kansas City Southerns. Canadian Pacific? Alaska Railroad. Cotton Belts. Oh, yes. Yeah. Or Conrail. I'm feeling the Conrail blue, actually, as a matter of fact. And we've got some newer models here too, which is fantastic. So why don't we go... delete that train. One of you. We'll put on an old Conrail, so we'll run 2 engines. And now this is also platform dependent. Now our platform length there is 240, so I need to work off 240. And this is to haul, what are we hauling here? Food, but we've also got to bring cattle back. Which probably means that the state car is what we're going to want. Or I can put the box cars back on, because the box cars will actually haul more. I think we'll do the box cars as a matter of fact. So 240 is what we're going to aim for. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 13, probably pushing it. Let's go with 12. Replace them now. $99 million. Thank you, and thanks for all the fish. How old are you? You be getting up on there in age. Yeah, you're looking a little bit sad, but you're doing well. Because these guys have plenty of grain, and we're bringing in cattle by the trainload. Except this time around, that's interesting. That one didn't come in with any cattle at all. We're going to have to replace the cattle train as well. Look at that skyscraper there. How friggin' insane does that look? That's nuts. Right, now with any bit of luck, this train is now going to change. Bam, there we go. The old and the new. I like it. Oh, I like the ditch lights too. That's cool. Can we get a shot of this thing leaving? That'd be amazing, because this would actually be a really good end to the episode. What would be even better is if we catch this thing leaving and we catch a C-38 coming in. So, look, it's like I asked for it. So, thank you very much for watching this episode, guys. If you liked it, drop a like down below, leave a comment, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and check out the CaptainKarta Discord channel. The link for that is down in the video description below. I've been CaptainKarta. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will catch us later. Haha! So you made it to the end of another video, you lucky soul you. I'm glad you're here, because you're going to learn about the word fair income today. What's fair income? That's an honest and genuine person. If I say that you're fair income, that means I like you. You're honest. And honesty is a good thing in this day and age. Why don't you go check out one of these videos over here and see what you make of them.